Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Career Discussions with AMA. AMA are my initials. Um, so today we are going to be talking about, we're going to be examining mentorship versus sponsorship, the difference that can change your career. So a few months ago, one of my big sisters reached out and asked me to mentor one of her mentees who was a young graduate in my field. So she was the actual mentor, but because the lady works in my field, she thought I could also be able to support her. And I did the best I could, really. But that conversation, it actually reminded me of something that I'd initially started saying, and I believe we don't talk about enough. The difference between mentorship and sponsorship, and why knowing the difference can change your entire career trajectory. So let's start with mentorship. A mentor gives you guidance, advice, and encouragement. They tell you, they help you see your blind spots, they share lessons from their own journey, and they help you navigate your path. If you have ever had someone take time to explain how things really work in your industry, that's mentorship. It is invaluable and it actually helps you grow. Sponsorship is different, and although a sponsor does not just advise you, they advocate for you. They mention you in rooms you have never entered. They recommend you for roles, projects, and opportunities. They use their influence to open doors you did not even know existed. Mentors talk about you. Sponsors, mentors talk with you. Apologies. Sponsors talk about you when you are not there. Many women have mentors who cheer them on, but far fewer women have sponsors who speak for them when promotions, board seats, and leadership opportunities are being decided. You can be excellent and still be overlooked if no one is advocating for you in the room. Sponsorship closes that gap. So what should you do? Number one, don't just seek for mentors. Seek for sponsors as well. Look for people who have the influence and are actually willing to make strategic introductions for you. I remember something I told someone, and she told me to go and speak with another person. In my mind, I thought, oh, this person, he probably has the influence, but I don't think he'll be willing to use his influence based on some things that I had seen. And true to type, I just decided that okay, I was going to give it a try, and he did. I did have the conversation with him, and he gave me valuable tips. That's what mentors do, right? They tell you things, how to do this and all of that. But he wasn't willing to go beyond that and say, oh, you know what, oh, let me connect you with this person to do so and so for you. Actually the difference between mentorship and sponsorship. For sponsorship, you're putting your skin in the game. So when you are looking out for, yeah, don't just look for people that have the influence. Make sure you look for people who, though they have the influence, are actually also willing to put their money where their mouth is, right? And secondly, you as well, be sponsor ready. Make sure that you work on your excellence, your reliability, and your integrity. No one will stake their reputation on you if your work does not back it up, because your performance is going to get back to them one way or the other. So perhaps the reason why this person was kind of hesitant. He's probably not comfortable enough to know that I don't know this person enough to want to stake my career on this other person. You understand? So sometimes it's not that people are being mean or people are gatekeeping or whatever else we say to make ourselves happy. Sometimes they're actually feeding off our own energy. What are you putting out? So if your work is one that other people don't really want to be associated with, they may not be willing to sponsor you. So you also need to do some internal work and work on what you're putting out. Then third of all, if you're in a position of influence, become a sponsor for someone else. Use your platform to lift others. This is how we change the pipeline. So uh, for many of us, the reason why we don't want to do that is that we don't want them to come and stain our white, right? So how about we do this? How about we bring people on board? We start with mentorship, we highlight things to them, and then so you have like maybe 50 people in your mentorship program, for example. Of those 50, you should be able to identify 5 or so that are sponsor ready and begin to sponsor them. By the time the other 45 see that, oh, there's 5 people that she's actually sponsoring, they probably will begin to look in themselves and ask themselves, so if she's sponsoring 5 people, why is she not sponsoring me? And perhaps they will begin to pick things up, hopefully, so we can actually make a change. Mentorship helps you grow, sponsorship helps you rise. You need both, but don't mistake one for the other. I would love to hear from you. Have you experienced sponsorship before? What changed for you after? So, just to be fair, let me not only share a story of someone that did not sponsor me. Let me also share about people that have sponsored me. I have enjoyed the benefit of sponsorship. I've had people stake their necks for me. I got a job where somebody actually, I did not do any interview. Someone said that because they know me from ABCD, that if you feel like I'm a star, she's a bigger star than I am. And that was the, the, the person put his neck on the line for me to get the job. And so when I got the job, I knew that I could not fail, for, not only for my own sake, but for the sake of the person that put his neck on the line for me as well. So I've shared my story. I would love to hear yours. So have you experienced sponsorship before? What changed for you afterwards? If you want personalized support on mapping your next career move, I offer career clarity calls. You can book your call. The link will be somewhere in the comments if you're on YouTube, or basically